Hi, everybody. If you're joining me live or on the replay, please say hello. I always like to see what friends are joining us. I'm joined by my COO, Amanda Pickering here. Have cozy sweaters and circle earrings on, so you know we're ready to work. Today, we're going to be talking to you if you are somebody who struggles getting enough clients. That seems to be the number one issue amongst our customers and folks on our list. So here's the deal. This morning, we said, you know what, it'd be really fun to do some sort of like Facebook Live together. We want to offer some really high value. What do we do? And something that Amanda and I have been doing for the last few months for our students from IEA, the Integrated Energy Alignment Practitioner Training, is business audits. So these business audits we've been offering to our clients to kind of take a look at their social media and their websites and see what's not working, what is working, and how they can ultimately get more clients, make more sales, build their list, retire themselves, or whatever the thing is that they're hoping to do. Amanda and I have a blast doing it. So we thought, why the hell not? Why don't we do it today? I emailed the list and said, hey, does anybody want a free audit? And this is like a $2,000 value for a full audit. We're doing these little mini ones. So we're going to try to squeeze in as many as we can. But here's what's so bananas. And I feel like I want to do like a face palm. So first of all, when somebody offers you something for free that's high value, and by the way, is literally promoting you on their website to their audience in the public, jump on it. And maybe there's folks who didn't understand what this offer was or didn't open their email yet. Those people are fine too. But the folks who actually did fill out this form, there were some people who in the field that says, what is your URL for your website, just wrote their name. So I don't know. I don't know if that's how you were working on getting clients, but I can tell you that's number one reason why you're not getting clients, because you're actually not giving your website. Or you give some sort of like version of what your Instagram handle is, but it's not actually your Instagram handle. Super hard for people to find you, also for them to book sessions or whatever it is with you.
Yep.
So if you're somebody who's kind of struggling, not sure if you're getting enough clients, not sure how to find enough of the right people, put a 1 in the comments. What we have going on today, we're going to go through these audits. I would definitely encourage you to listen, take notes, and otherwise maybe even take action on some of the things that we're offering as suggestions for other people, and see how it might apply for you. We also have a program that's coming up in 2024 to work with Amanda and myself up close and personal if you're a practitioner who is really wanting to take yourself seriously and maybe 2023 wasn't your year of profit or much growth and you would like for next year to look a lot differently. Just put the letters SBI in the comment section, the letter SBI, and we'll follow up with you. So, Amanda, are you ready to get this party started?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm going to hop over to share my screen and let's dive in. Here we go. All right, so for the first person I'm working with here today is Miranda Selby, DNH. I don't know what DNH. Do you know what DNH stands for?
I do not.
Okay, so it's about health of some sort. So doctor, nutrition, health. I don't know what DNH stands for, so that's confusing me. There's a lot of stuff up here that is in a like, and this is like kind of cut off, take control. I don't know what take control means, and it's funny that it's actually cut off. So you're wanting them to take control, but they can't really.
Okay, so Miranda's here, she's saying it means doctor of natural health.
Oh, I did guess that, didn't I?
Yeah, but so the first thing would be, most people probably wouldn't know what that is. So to make that clear, like, because that's great, that's brilliant, but we don't really know that about you unless we know the abbreviation DNH.
Yeah, you seem like a nice person. You got a cup here of maybe something delicious. I like that you're looking straight forward. Some people don't have a picture of themselves, or that they're like actually looking to the camera. So you really are connecting. It could be a little bit brighter, but that's maybe just my personal opinion. Dare to do health on your terms, creating the life you desire. I don't really know what that means.
No, I was going to say the same thing. Like, dare to do health on your terms. Here's the question I would ask you. Who's your ideal client and what do they really need? What are they looking for? Is anyone like staying awake at night and saying, I just want to do health on my terms?
Right.
Probably not.
I was gonna say, so she said her ideal client is a busy woman, especially moms, solopreneurs who need empowering to reclaim their health and happiness by prioritizing mental health and energetic alignment while rejecting the unrealistic industry standards and embracing personalized approach to fitness and life.
Okay. There's a lot there.
Yeah. I just think, like, again, I don't think anybody's wondering if they can dare to do health on their own terms. I know what you're saying here. And what you're saying is take your health to the next level, maybe on your own terms, or take your health to the next level, period. I think that there is an opportunity here, like where this button is up here, take control. Maybe it would make more sense if it was down here with some sort of clear call to action of how they can take control. And maybe for some people, they don't want to be in control. They want you to take control and tell them what to do.
Yeah. And I would also say where it says creating the life you desire, that's quite a generic term. Again, I think I understand what you're saying. Like, you want them to have the health and the life that they truly want. But like, what is it that they are specifically looking for? And maybe give some of those promises in there. So if they're struggling, you know, with sleep, like put something in there about that rather than just like a general, because creating the life you could desire could be in business, like that could be, anyone could write that. What makes you unique and what's specific to what you promise?
Tapping into your health by taking my self-paced online classes for all abilities, work directly. So you're saying coaching and courses kind of in the same segment. That's a lot. Fit and free, health and fitness. So it seems like what you're wanting to do is offer people a lot of different answers to their health journey through coaching, through courses, through fitness. Looks like you do sound healing, and energy healing. The newest tool in relaxation, float. Now there's a float. So there's a lot of different things, and we're still on the homepage, and there's like book now for a float. I'm confused now because, and there's a membership that's coming soon. You have to edit most of this stuff. I think it's just a lot. And so what happens is when we get so much information overload, we don't know, as a customer, I don't know who you are, where you're taking me, where I should be going. I think I'm in the wrong place. I thought I was looking for an online course, or I thought I was looking for an energy practitioner. Now there's a float tank with booking. It's just a lot on the homepage that I'm not ready for all that.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the feeling I'm getting, Miranda, I don't know you, but the feeling I'm getting is that you are trying to figure out what your ideal client like wants from you by offering multiple options. And what I would suggest is that you just ask them. So like poll them, like go on your Instagram. If you have an email list, just email them and say like, what is it that you need? What would you be interested in? You can give them like a drop down or like a multi-thing, checklist so that they can choose. But right now, if somebody is struggling with the pain points that you said, like they just need to know like, what is the answer? And right now there's so many options that they get that kind of decision fatigue and then don't make any decision at all.
It looks like there's been some posts, but not a ton. Oh, that one had more playthroughs. Some engagement. Oh, there's a podcast here. Interesting. There's really little engagement on this this page, but you have some consistent posts. Naturopathic wellness and energy alignment coach, the podcast, Heal It blog, Miranda. your website's here, but then there's a different link here.
With a different, another type of.
Oh, wow. There's so many different links. Okay, so I would just keep with one link if possible. I think there's a lot of options here. And here's the Facebook page. Oh boy, what happened? So there is a lot of consistency with this photo, and it looks like the same photo. I really like this one. I feel like it's a bit warmer. Your arms are open versus like crossbody, maybe. The Reinvention Rebel. So that was posted like an hour ago. Here's some online courses. 1 hour ago, part 2 of a 10-part series. So what I'm seeing, and that was on your website too, but it's kind of a fuzzy picture. Not getting any engagement on any of the posts, which it's really hard to keep posting when you're not getting engagement. So I think part of it is because you are missing. I don't see
say the same thing.
Oh, sorry.
Exact same thing. No, you go.
You're missing. I mean, these are lovely static images, but I have no idea who you are. And I don't know if I can trust you or want to work with you because I don't even know who this person is. Also, posting outside URLs is really a no-no on social media because it's taken them off of the platform. It's a better practice to put it in the comments or ask people if they're interested, if they would like it. You can DM them or drop it in below. So I would say this, you are definitely being consistent. I see a lot of consistency in your posts, but that's where it stops. I don't see your face. I don't know who you are. And because it's you as a personal brand, that is probably the number one thing that is stopping people from working with you because they don't see you.
Yeah. And I would also say like the Reinvention Rebel, it feels a bit inconsistent with your website. Like I don't really understand the connection between that and being a naturopath and the other work you do. So it's like, why are you the Reinvention Rebel? Like there's just like a bit of inconsistency. And if the issue is that you're not getting enough customers, you're a doctor of natural health. So I want to know that I can trust you, like Emily said. You know, when you're on social, you're building the know, like, and trust factor. So I need to know who you are. Share like a little bit more about your life. You don't have to go into detail, but like if you're going on a walk, like sharing, you know, your morning practice, sharing the things that you love, like just letting people in a bit. Because right now it feels like, even though you're sharing, it feels like a closed shop. Yeah. So I don't know who you are. So then how can I like actually work with you? And then cleaning up your offers on your website so that we actually are clear on what the options are available to us and what's best for us.
Yeah. So I'm gonna also say up here, there's food and weights. There's 2 people, a man and a woman doing a workout, and then there's a sound bowl. There's no call to action. You can actually utilize these buttons up here to make a clear call to action, book a call, visit my website, listen to the podcast, opt into the list, give them some sort of a freebie. So I would say part of these things, you know, the reason I'm going to stop sharing for right now so I can just talk clearly is like what the problem is on the surface level. And those of you who are with Miranda here, drop a 1. I don't have enough clients. The clients are not coming in. That's the surface level problem. But the reason why that's a problem for most people is because number 1, you need to know who you are and what you're here to be doing in the world. Your mission, your values. What is your vision? Are you here to help men and women and children and old people and all across the world, or no, just locally? Like, let us know who you are and for whom. What do you do and who is it for? And who is it not for? And that's part of how we can sort of differentiate ourselves. But when you know who you're working for, what your goal is. So for example, I'm here to help millions of outstanding practitioners create a profitable business. That really narrows down who I work with and what my goal is. So if my goal is to help you to build a profitable business, all of my content, my posts, my tips, my blogs, my emails are all going to be centered around how you can make more money, how you can get more clients, something that's really valuable to you. And so I feel like we're trying to kind of like, I need more content. My content is that's my problem, is I need more content.
Yeah.
But also when you are a personal brand and you are like Miranda, I give you credit. You actually have your face on your website and on your Instagram posts, on some of them anyways. But also like we need to go a step further, allow people in. And like Amanda said, like, can you offer us some tips, some advice? Like, what's your morning practice like? Like, you're leaving yourself out. And so this is what I call hiding in plain sight. You have a website, which is beautiful. You have an Instagram, you have a Facebook. I'm doing all the things, but you're still hiding in plain sight. So I would offer you a couple of things. Yes, to clean up your website, but number one, to get clear on who you help and what they need from you right now. And then give them that every day. Also, it's very apparent you have zero strategy in what you're posting and what you're selling, because your main website had all of your offers on the homepage. So one of the things that we encourage people to do, and what we're going to be helping people to do in 2024, is to have a clear strategy, a clear plan. Because when you have all of these different offerings that are all available all the time, every day, you are, number one, you're not promoting any of them.
Right.
But the second thing is you're not giving people a chance to get to know what you do and what the offers are. So maybe they can say yes now, or maybe they can say yes in the future. So there's no like seasonality to it as well. I know I could go on and on. Is there anything else that you want to add before?
No, I think we've given Miranda a lot of food for thought. I think we can move on now.
Okay, cool. Great. Let's go to number 2. And thank you, Miranda, for sharing. So this is, let me go back to sharing. Okay, number 2. This is for Jeannie, I think. Jeannie Catalano. Yes. Yes, it is. So it's interesting, on the form you didn't put your Instagram handle, but fortunately it was on the bottom of your website over here. So there's a little bit of a disconnect. The question was, what is your Facebook or Instagram handle? And you just put the name of your business. So maybe you were rushing, maybe you weren't paying attention, but this is part of it. We want to know, how do we solve the problem not getting enough clients? We have to be really clear with how we're answering questions. So already, like, I like this logo. It's really friendly. This font is impossible to read. I used to use a font very similar to that, and I'm telling you, it's hard to read. And most likely your demographic for folks who are wanting to go on adventures and things like that are probably going to be challenged with reading the font like that. So just, not that you have to redo your entire logo, but just things to think about. Like maybe that could be a secondary font, and your main font could be something a little bit clearer like these ones. Amanda, you want to jump in with how you feel about this website?
I mean, I think it looks beautiful. I mean, I don't know exactly what you do, but I'm assuming you do adventures for people that want to go on them. That's all I really know right now. Maybe we can go a bit further and see what else there is. I like the photo.
Become a free member today and build your online bucket list. I don't understand.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what that means. I know what bucket list is, but I don't know what that means in this context. And also, I would always say, like, join our tribe is the same as join our wait list, right? And nobody sits there thinking, I just want to join your newsletter list. I just want to be on your email list, right? You need to give them something of value for free in exchange for their email. So I don't know if you have something like that, but if you do, it should be there instead of get on my mail list. Because why would they have FOMO for not being on your mail list? Like,
no one is.
Yeah.
And then I scroll, but as I'm scrolling, there's literally 3 buttons that all say different things. That is That is like, oh no.
Right.
Like it's the eagerness of wanting people to join with you, which I love. And you're giving them a thing to click on. And if this were a full audit, Amanda and I would click on every single one of these links to see where the hell you're taking us. But for the purpose of this bucket list, sign up now, want to take a trip, 3 different calls to action in like a very small thing. Say yes to one list. Now it's learn more. So now there's like a 4th button. Now, is this a button? CL explorations. There's another. So all of your call to actions are different. So far, not one of them or not 2 of them are the same exact call to action. Wanderlust Explorations offers, oh God, now see it changed.
Okay.
That's perfect. That is perfect. As I'm trying to read your thing, it changed. So that's a really good example of why you don't want to do a carousel. And I was hoping to read it because it's adventure, new places, and check off. That would be perfect on the top of your website.
Right. And your face, I'm assuming.
And your face. Yeah. Like these 2 things, top of the website, gorgeous. Let's do that.
Okay. And then sign up now. I don't know what I'm signing up for.
I don't know what I'm signing up for now either. Again, another call to action that it's like and then join the Facebook group. So there's, yeah.
And then if you just scroll up for a sec where it says, about us, Wanderlust Explorations is a travel photographer. That doesn't make sense. Like you are a travel photographer.
Yeah.
So let's just like, that's a kind of a pet hate of ours when it's like, I'm glad it's valuable color. Like this is a pet hate of ours when you don't have to make yourself sound bigger than you are. Like if it's just you, me.
Yeah.
You don't have to say we or us, like, because there's a photo of you, which is a gorgeous photo.
Beautiful.
Just say, I'm a travel photographer, or I'm the creator of Wanderlust Explorations, and I'm a travel photographer who plans. You see what I mean? Like that is very confusing.
Or like, hi, I'm Jeannie.
Right.
Like make it really personal. Like no matter, like, I mean, and I have a small team, but I think when we're solopreneurs, we're like, everyone take us seriously. We are we. And it's confusing. And I actually prefer, I know Amanda does too. We prefer the intimacy. And I think that's what makes it so special is that you can do that. Anyway, lots of more buttons. So
okay, we've just changed business.
I'm confused because I thought you were going to take me on a trip and now you're my photographer. I have questions. Okay, let's go over to Instagram. This I could not wait to share.
Oh my God.
How? You have almost 700 followers, but not a single post. Help me understand. And then there's these here, and then I don't understand. There's a person in the middle of the road. I actually typed in Wanderlust Explorations in the search, and I couldn't find you. There were so many. So I went to your website, and this is where it took me. So
I have so much to say about this, but here's what I'm going to say. Instagram is a primary visual platform, and you take people on beautiful explorations and adventures, and we can't see one of them.
Yeah.
I literally don't understand why. I don't know, maybe your Instagram got hacked or something and everything got deleted. That's my assumption because I can't understand why this would be here otherwise. To be honest, this is hurting you rather than helping you. Like if you're not going to use Instagram, just don't have an account. But I would say use it, because how many of us save on our grid? Like me and you do this all the time and send them to each other, like amazing trips and beautiful scenery. So like you've got beautiful photos here. You could be doing reels of your the trips that you do. Like people again need to see what you offer and what it's like and get that feel to feel comfortable booking a trip with you.
Yeah. And so her problem, she said, getting building email lists, growing, following more than I have. I think all of the above is just growing in general. But how can anybody want to work with you when your Instagram page is blank? And like Amanda's saying, like you have a million photos that are on your website and you're a photographer, I think.
Yes, that's another point. And growing your email list, like I said, on your website, there's no reason for anyone to join your email list. Like, I want to sign up for your newsletter, said no one ever. So like, give them a reason. And that there's a bajillion things you could do, but you offer trips. Get 5%, 10% off your next trip when you sign up to my email list. Like, there's just so many things you could offer, but those two things, like just getting on Instagram and posting regularly and tagging appropriately, I think will do you wonders for the type of business you have.
Yeah. And here's the other thing, like when we talk about growing an email list, because people don't want to be on your newsletter and they don't want your emails, generally speaking, we need to incentivize them with something. So are you offering them, like Amanda said, are you offering them a promotional deal? Are you offering them like a packing checklist? Are you offering them best ways to take photos of your surroundings? Are you offering them the biggest mistakes people make when booking outdoor adventure? Are you sending them like I don't know, like you could do any of these things that are going to help their experience as a traveler, but also like, what about the top 10 destinations that you thought would be awesome but weren't? Like that, like the biggest mistakes people make when they're booking their first trips. Give them something juicy and delightful that they're like, oh my God, I'm thinking about booking a trip. Why do I need to know these things? And why you over anybody else?
Right.
I feel like you're not differentiating yourself. And again, hiding in plain sight where you have, you know, I could probably go through the list on your website. I think on the homepage, what was there, like 8, maybe 9 buttons, all with a different call to action. So when you can narrow down who your customer is and what their pain points are, what are they struggling with? If they are somebody who wants to travel, what if you gave them like the hottest bucket list that places that they don't know about, but they should? Like, have you gone to Travel and Leisure? Have you seen what their website is? Have you seen what their topics are and their headlines are? Have you seen what makes people click on their website? It also, it just feels like you haven't done any research whatsoever. And again, next year, 2024, Amanda and I are leading this group program to help you to do the research because you likely aren't succeeding in attracting enough customers, partly because number one, you haven't done any market research. It doesn't appear that you've done any market research. Maybe you don't know your customer and what their needs are, what their problems are. And it doesn't look like you've actually created any solutions for them to buy and to work with you. So you can't grow if there's no direction. It's kind of like Spirit is kind of showing me like you're standing in the middle of an intersection with all these different roads open up around you, and you're like your customers just, I don't, there's so many different roads and buttons. I don't know what to do.
Right.
And these are, again, like, so here's the other thing for folks who are watching right now. It's like, this is just us, our first impressions of these folks, like their websites and their Instagram or their Facebook accounts, first impressions. And so for people like us who are really experienced and know what you should have or not have, we know also about how to put a strategy in place. So far, neither of the first two had any strategy whatsoever. It's just like, I'm in a business. Here I'm a business. Versus like, where are we taking them from point A to point B? We don't see where they are at point A. We don't even know what a point B would even look like.
Right.
So we have to start thinking a little bit more strategically as well. All right, next one. Let me close up Wanderlust, and we're going to go here. And okay, sharing screen. It's very hard to read. Reinvent your skin, restore your spirit.
Yeah, and also the crystals, I'm
I don't
reinventing my skin. I already I'm confused. Like the photo and the wording don't match up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This doesn't say skincare. This says crystals.
Right.
I love crystals, and these are some of my favorite crystals. I love fluorite. Your well-being guide starts here, and then there's an extra space here. About? I don't understand.
You're also taking up a lot of real estate on your page with a huge photo, and then wording with massive gaps either side.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
which, yeah. Oh, what is with this?
There's an extra space here too.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
So for everybody, above the fold on your website is prime real estate to let people know who you are, if they're in the right place, if this is for them, if it's not for them, and some sort of call to action. There is a nice big button here that says contact us, but I don't even know who us is. So it's a little bit confusing. This does say Lemurian Skin and Wellness. So this does not scream skin and wellness to me so far. Feeds, limited time promotion, L-absorbic vitamin. This is too much information for me. I'm not going to read it. Yeah, it's hard to read. I'm not going to read it. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second. I go to an esthetician basically once a quarter. And when I went in for the first time, she basically asked me what my needs were. And then since that point, I just go in and she says, what would you like? And I say, you're the boss. I don't know my skin the way a professional esthetician knows my skin, nor like the seasonal changes and age and sun or whatever the hell is going on with my skin at the time, more than that lady. And she's going to look through a giant magnifying glass with all of my pores screaming at her what my face needs. I don't know what I need. You know what I need. So please don't make me do the work. I don't want to have to know this. I don't want to know any of this.
Well, also it seems a bit random in that we've got 3 different kind of grids, if you like. And
yeah,
I don't know what feeds means.
I don't know what feeds means either.
And it says we're thrilled to announce the grand opening. Okay, so you're having an opening and it's like in tiny little letters under feeds.
No,
I don't understand that. Then there's something about $44. So like just thinking about like what the eye is going to, my eye as a consumer is going to 20% off $44 and then a whole load of stuff about vitamin C. So it's like pull out. If you're having a grand opening, that should be like the thing.
On the top of the website. 20% off.
Even like a banner that runs across that says, you know, grand opening special, 20% off any service.
Yeah, here. Right. 20% off grand opening special. Also, you read it. I don't. I'm a scroller. So if you make it hard for me, I'm going to go as fast as I can by it. I mean, we can look at the other pages, but we're mainly on the website. Like this is nice and short, but again, I don't know who you are. I don't know who it's for. Oh, and I see that you're in Ontario, Canada. That's exciting. And then
also your email address is something like lemuriaskin27@gmail.com. If you are serious about running a business, you need to have an email address that is a professional business email address. A domain name costs about $20 and an email, you know, subscription is like $4 a month. Nobody should be using a Gmail account, apart from the fact that when you sign up with an email service provider, they either won't let you send emails from a private email address or they will penalize you for it. So that, to me, whenever I see that across any businesses and isn't you specifically, I click off because I'm like, this is not legit.
Yeah,
that's what happens. I think it happens to a lot of people.
Not legit. Exactly. And I mean, I don't care if it is Lemurian Skin at Gmail. This is Lemurian Skin 27 at Gmail. Like it just doesn't feel like a legit business.
No.
Also, when I see on this like thing, it's got like these like mermaids and like the evil eye on it.
Okay. So in your title, you say, welcome to the Lemurian School, where we combine skincare with energy healing. That should be on your website.
That should be right here.
That should be. We combine skincare with energy healing. That's what makes it unique. That is so interesting.
Yeah.
And that's something that like we would, any kind of woo-woo person would be like, yes, please. I want that. Right.
Want that.
I have to go to your Instagram to find it.
Yeah. That is something that I would want.
Mm-hmm.
And then you scroll down and there's more crystals, there's some tarot. I think this must be
You.
you.
We'd love to see your face on your website.
Yep. It would be really, really nice.
Great that you got testimonials in your highlights.
This is okay. I can't watch anymore. There you are again, but again, there's like a red light behind you. This is a nice before and after. Okay, with the skincare products, I don't even know if my esthetician, I haven't actually seen her Instagram page. Because I am like dum-dum, I don't know skincare, but there's a gazillion products out there. I like that you show which products that you are using, but also like why do you use them? Is there a reason why you've chosen these? Are they more energetically like charged? Why self-forward? Like this is great. All this information is really great. But again, I'm not getting a sense for who it's for, if it's even for me right now.
Yeah. Or who you are.
Or who you are. Yeah.
Like,
and
we want to kind of know the person we're going to see. We want to feel comfortable with them. And you can leverage Instagram to show that to people.
Yeah. So, and then the hashtags are Toronto facials, Toronto Reiki, Lemurian skin. I mean, people aren't going to be looking for Lemurian skin. I think that's a silly hashtag, unless you're trying to build up Lemurian skin, in which case maybe customers use that, but I don't know if it's worth your time using that. I think, yeah, so testimonials. Marwa, such a lovely person, amazing. These are nice. Those would be great to be featured on your main page.
And on your website. I don't know if they're already there, but
I didn't see any, but
it's
offering
not, yeah, it's not clear. So
not here.
They're,
Yeah. So let me stop my share. So Marwa, she said marketing and sales, customers. I said, describe your soulmate client. She said they're loyal, fun, and always supportive. That's not really describing your soulmate client. So I think we have to go back to stage one. And this seems to be a repetitive problem. Who are you working with? Who is it? Describe them. If I'm describing Amanda, I know she likes dogs. I know she likes nature. She definitely likes treats and surprises. She's very into meditation and cards and spirituality and growth, right? So if I'm talking to Amanda, I'm not going to be like, you know what, Amanda, there's this awesome like sporting event, this baseball tournament that's happening. Like, I'm never going to tell her about that because I know she's not going to care. It's not going to interest her. But when I see funny dog videos or cute dog things, you bet your ass I'm going to send them to her. So right now, it's very evident that you don't know who your customer is, and therefore you're not showcasing things for her or for them or whoever it is. And you're not showcasing who you are and why you are the person for them to go to. But like exactly what Amanda said, like we would definitely be into skincare and energy work. That's literally why I chose the person who I'm going to, because she does energy work with my facials. And like the first session I did with her, it was a gift certificate. And I said, oh, can we make it? It was supposed to be 90 minutes. I'm like, you do 2 hours? And she's like, yeah, well, I infuse like Reiki and other crystals. And I'm like, that's what I want. I want 2 hours. I want all of it. So there are definitely customers out there for you who want this service, but you're not really speaking directly to them.
mm-hmm.
I'll add a pro email to my list. Oh my God, why am I not doing energy work in my salon? Why are you not doing energy work in your salon, Carla?
Carla,
Oh my God.
Carla.
Maribeth said this is so helpful. Oh, that's great. I'm offering access to recorded breath work. Would that be good? Yeah, of course that would be good.
Well, yes, it would be good, but it's again a thing of the strategy. Like, what you can offer a great thing that gets a lot of people on your email list, but if it's not where you want to take them in the journey, I'm assuming, Carla, that you are probably offering breathwork sessions, but I'm just, because I know you, but I'm just saying, like, you can offer a great thing. We've done this before that gets loads of people on your email list, but then they're just free customers for life. Like, you've got to think of the next
Yeah.
steps.
So let's talk about that for just a second. So if you have a strategy, so first step, know who your customer is.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, like, I don't want anybody to feel bad about themselves if they don't fully know who that person is yet. We actually did an audit, a business audit for somebody like a month ago. And she's like, that is my number one problem. If you could just help me figure out who my soulmate client is, I think it'd be a lot easier. And within about 20 minutes, we pared down who this person was. It was somebody who has issues with autoimmune problems.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, well, I don't know. But once she decided that was her issue and that was for this person, then she actually came to our retreat a few weeks ago now. And I said, how about you just do this? Send an email to your customers, because part of understanding who your customer is asking them and surveying them and getting that feedback coming back. And I said, email your client list, which is a very small list, under 100 people. And I said, just ask them, when it comes to your healing journey, how did it say it? It was coming to like, it said something about autoimmune or...
Yeah, when it comes to like your autoimmune or chronic
illness.
generally,
Yeah.
what is your biggest struggle?
Yes. When it comes to chronic illness or your autoimmune issues, what is your number one struggle? And out of her small list, she had over 10% email her back immediately. People who were on her list that she didn't even realize were there, people who she was related to responded, and she was blown away. She was actually like in tears that she couldn't believe all these people were right there all along that she didn't even realize were there. And so she wasn't talking to them directly. She was talking like in generalities. And so part of what we're here to help people with, and again, you can drop the letters SBI in the comments if you would like some help with this, understanding who your customers and having a plan to attract them, to allow them to say yes to a product or offering or a service, and then moving them down the client value journey. Like they've opted in, they've subscribed to your list, they've followed you on your socials, they're saying yes to your first offer, they're saying yes to your next offer, you're saying yes to your big offer, and then boom, you've got a wonderful customer for a long journey with you. But most of the time, you're looking down at your feet trying to figure out what the journey looks like. There's zero strategy. And so part of what we're here to create within the Spiritual Business Accelerator program is help you to create a plan and put you into action and get you into accountability and get you testing what's going on and getting you to put your feet to the fire to actually stop hiding in plain sight so you can start bringing in more clients, start making more money now. A lot of folks that were looking at their websites, these are not real businesses. They are wanting to be real businesses, but without a plan, without any structure, without any strategy, this is not a real business yet. It can be, but you really need to hone in and take yourself seriously. Let's do one more. And this is not to like, oh wait, wrong window. Hold on. I'm in the wrong window. Okay. This is actually a great ending to these business audits. This is a beautiful picture.
Yeah, I just come on this page and I'm like, such a beautiful energy on it.
It's very soothing. These peonies, the colors, it's so calming. I've got this nice picture of Abby here. I feel safe. I feel calm. In-circle fertility is here to ease the stress and burden of infertility. And that's how you do it. Okay. So for those of us who are now leaning in because we're going, yes, that's me. We see right here, we have free support session and let's talk book a free session. So those are clear. I know you firsthand how overwhelming, confusing, and painful the process can be. My sole mission is to help you through all. In-circle fertility combines experience, certified coaching practice, and all empathy and compassion that can only come from someone who truly gets it. Yes. You are speaking to the person who needs your work. This is a perfect example. And thank you, Abby, for having such clarity on your website. Take a minute to exhale. You've come to the right place. Beautiful. I mean, does she know her customer? Or does she know her customer?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to click learn more, even though I want to. I'm just going to tailor-made emotional support, industry know-how and expertise, nice clear bullets. Again, your face is here. Latest and greatest. Abby featured on CBS News speaking about pregnancy loss. I mean, this is like, look at me. I'm an expert. I'm qualified. Yeah. This is legit. And again, not all of us are on CBS News as an expert, but if you are, it's really nice to have it on your homepage so people can see that you are a leading expert. It's really great. And here's some more seen and heard.
Brilliant.
So I don't know all of these things, but like some of these things I do know. And I think it really does it gives credit to your work, Abby. Get our free ebook, How to Support a Loved One Struggling to Conceive. So that's interesting. How to support a loved one.
That feels like an instant break in the whole website for me. Like, this is important, but this, in my opinion, should not be what's on your homepage, because you just have this whole thing about, I get you. I know what it's like to go through infertility and struggle to conceive. And then I get to the free opt-in and it's not for me. Yeah. And it feels really disappointing.
Yeah.
So I would definitely switch this up. Excuse me. I can't remember what Abby's, like, what it is that she wants. What is it? Abby, not getting enough customers. Okay, adding more offers. Yeah. So there's so many other things you could do, and I don't think we necessarily need to go into them because it seems like you've got this down, but like switching that up and having something that's for the person you're speaking to, for sure.
Subscribe for updates. Again, nobody wants to be updated or subscribe to your list. I think this, and I don't know what the top URL is either. I like that you have like right there, let's talk about it. I love that. And I want that same energy with whatever your opt-in is. So perhaps it is like, the 3 myths about infertility. Here's, or maybe,
like where to start, like top 5 ways of where to start when you're, when you don't know where to turn. Like, people are terrified of like, what do I do? Like, I've gone to my doctor, they've said one thing, now what? Right?
Yeah.
So like top 5 tips, or like support, or there's so many things you could do, but make it about the person, because you said you're here to ease the stress and burden of infertility, not to support someone,
the
family, exactly, which is important. Don't get me wrong, it's just not in line with what everything else you said.
I think it would be fine to have that book if it's prefaced with saying something like, where did it go?
Like, it could be resources.
Like, free resources. Do you know somebody struggling with? Here's a free resource.
Yeah.
But I think this is like you and me, babe. Like, you've just pulled me in for a belly to belly hug. You've made me feel safe. And the next thing I want is a little bit more you. So I think this is great. But for people who aren't ready to hop on an info session, it might be nice to have like your personal story, maybe even like a video of like, here are some things that you went through. I mean, sharing, I know you have a podcast and you've got these other great resources. So maybe that's a place to start. Here's a free resource. Listen to the podcast. That could be. I mean, the thing is, like, also with fertility, people are told a million things, and then all the friends and family are the worst and unhelpful and giving like, oh, well, one day. The other thing, like, you have, I'm like, I have it right here. The deck of cards. You have a deck of cards that are amazing. That it might be nice. Oh, here's the cards of love. All right, here. That's there. Okay. So your Instagram. Life and infertility coach, supporting in ways your doctor BFF can't, integrity, navigation, heart holding. I just feel like so loved by you. And I like that feeling that you're giving me. Let's get
stay
and
pregnant.
stay
Oh, yeah.
pregnant. Oh, I
Mhm.
love that. Okay. Infertility journey. Come with me to San Diego. Close up pregnancy. Oh, that's cool that you were at an event. Happy day of being annoyed by everything. If you know, you know. I think these are really great. Like, so what Abby's doing here, she's showing her face, she's showing what she stands for, she's giving information, she's helping people answer questions. Pregnancy Infant Loss Awareness Month isn't for you. She's got the fertility chick here.
I think her Instagram is great.
Yeah.
I think it would. Can we just go over to like the website where it says what we do? Because one of her questions was like, I don't know whether to add more offerings. I don't actually know what her offering currently
Oh,
is.
what we do?
Okay.
Let's talk. So I don't know what you do yet. Strategies and tips for emotional resilience, decision-making guidance and support, preparing for doctor's visits and procedures.
And it says what areas will my coach work with me on? So maybe it does say it somewhere, but that's not clear if it's you.
Yeah.
And I think you just need to be really clear because this is really personal. And then I'm like falling in love with you. And then this happened with an accountant that I almost signed up with. I loved her. She had this great Instagram. She seemed so fun. And I scheduled a session with her. It was brilliant. I was ready to sign. And she's like, and so your accountant will be Matthew. And I was like, who? And I didn't sign with her because I was like, but you, I thought what, it was you. So like, if it's not going to be you, make it really clear. If it is going to be you, then you don't need to say your coach, just say me.
And I think part of this is like, I'm sure this is a really great write-up of whatever it is. But when it's what we do, can I have it really short and direct? Like, you know, if it's 3 offerings, tell me what the 3 offerings are. And again, now I'm confused as well. My coach? Let's talk. So it's a lot of let's talk. What you can expect when we work together. In depth, this could be up at the top. So like, here's like, so if you have what we work together look like by signature package, 6 months. So maybe that's something that it could be like, I do 6-month offering. I have a group support program. I think maybe that's part of it, is it's confusing what it is that you do offer.
Yeah, and I would say, I mean, you asked about like whether you should add more offerings. I mean, we don't know your business enough to say whether or not and what your ideal client needs, but this does seem like very primed to be offering some kind of course that people can go through that gives them like some of the stuff that makes sense for them to do on their own, and then to offer your one-on-one. I don't know how much your one-on-one costs. It doesn't say, which personally really annoys me, but everyone has their different opinion on that. Like, if I'm struggling with infertility, I have so many unknowns already. I don't want to not know the price as well. So maybe just consider that specifically with your ideal client. And depending on the price of that, which I'm assuming is probably a premium, you might want to do something that's like a course that's like a lower price point that gets people in, and then you offer them something like this kind of ongoing.
Yeah. And so it almost looks like these are 2 packages, but I don't understand. So what I would like for it to say is like, you know, in a 6-month coaching looks like, And then you have all of the deliverables here, but you're also not going through like what is in it for them. So these are like what you're delivering, but what is their transformation that they're going to experience? So a deep dive in and maybe some so that statements. And maybe instead of all of like this layout is a little bit confusing on my eyes. I'm kind of up and down and up and down and up and down.
It's overwhelming for me.
It's a little bit overwhelming. Something in this layout would be nicer. So like what we do, and I would like for this to almost be like a story, you know, taking them through your personal journey. I get it. The doctor's visits and no answers, and you're trying everything and you're frustrated. And then your in-laws and your parents and your best friend, everyone's trying to help, but no one can. You're looking for answers and you've come to the right place. I can help. I've been there before. I've been on this journey. I'm happy to say I've helped X amount of people through it too, and I can help you as well. So the first step would be to book a call to see what you need. Here are some of my, you know, the ways that we can work together. Maybe it is a package, maybe it's a group, maybe it's something else, but just like lay it out so people kind of know up front, is it a single thing? Is it a group thing? Is it a ongoing thing? So that it's really easy to understand. I think that's maybe part of the problem, is that it's not clearly laid out. It's just like, you're going to get bump, 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 bump. Like, I know I'll get this, but what is this? What is this part of?
Yeah, and I think that's part of the last thing I'll say on it is like tapping into your ideal client. Again, someone going through infertility struggles is fed up, exhausted. You said it all here. So like make it easy for them, make it clear, make it easy to read, make it easy to understand, so that they don't end up somewhere else that although the support is amazing, it feels overwhelming to look at.
Yeah. So some of the formats that work really well is like 1, 2, and 3. Just so easily, like the eye can go, oh, I get it. I'm A, B, or C. Sometimes if you're just doing private coaching and 6-month packages, if that's all that you offer, I would explicitly say that.
Yeah.
I would love to work with you ongoing. My best results come when I work with people for 6 months at a time. And this is why X, Y, and Z, this is what they get out of it. If you're not ready for that kind of time commitment or financial commitment, here's another opportunity for you. And I love your suggestion, Amanda, about having some sort of a course or something that they can take at their own pace. That's a different price point. I think the last thing I'll share around, you know, your own business strategy. And one of the ways that you can get rid of having to worry about your prices is having different opportunities, different levels. So we've talked about as an ascension path or as an ascension ladder, that people can find you at various places and be able to say yes to you instead of having to wait and wait and wait and wait until either they have enough money or they've just waited so long that they're like, I just have to say yes finally. So for example, you know, I have a podcast, it's free. I have plenty of meditations on my website and other places that are free. So people can enjoy me on my YouTube channel for free. But then I have like a $7 meditation here and a $20 class there, and maybe $100 workshop here, and then a $1,000 thing here, and maybe a $5,000. And we kind of move up the ladder. This is not to say you have to have a thing at every level. You do not. However, it is great to have that free thing and something in the middle of the road, as well as a higher price thing, so that depending on where people are in their journey, how much of you is required to get a transformation, they'll be able to get it. I hope that makes sense for everybody. And I'm going to come back to the Facebook page. I didn't see any other questions. Glad I stumbled on this live. I need to audit my IG and then my website. You do. And I think this is a really good idea for everybody to take a minute, even have a friend do it. But like, honestly, having fresh eyes, people like us who were not in your business and you're not necessarily your customer, we could be, to take a look at things really for what it is, because you're too close to it. And when you're too close to it, you're going to miss all of these different things. So I thank you for letting us take a look at your pages. And if this was helpful, let us know in the comments below. Just say, yes, I love this. Let's do it again. If you missed out on this and you were like, damn it, I wish they audited my page, make sure you keep an eye on your email inbox. We might do this again sometime. We might even do full audits or longer audits next time. I know it's kind of hard to just go through really quickly, but take what we said to other people and apply it to your own business. And if you are ready to have a huge influx of clients and income and really have a clear strategy for what you're doing next year and beyond, I would love to invite you in to work with me next year. This is a very small, intimate group program that we're really not, we're not inviting everybody to, but if you're somebody who is a practitioner and you'd like to take yourself seriously, make some more money next year and really put in the foundation and build that business, put the letters SBI in, send me a DM. We'll be happy to chat with you more. Is there anything else that you wanted to share with them before we sign off?
No, I think that's it. I hope it was helpful, and please let us know if it was.
Yeah, please let us know. Share it with a friend, and I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.